Next topic, and again, we're just talking because again, ESPN won't talk about him unless they're trashing him for whatever reason. Because I don't think the Thunder has come up very much with them being the one seed the entire season. But let them lose to the Lakers, and the Lakers are winning the championship. I can't stand that type of whatever you want to call that journalism of first take. Bro, I hate
Hot
it. So
takes.
let's talk about the OKC Thunder. They've already locked up the number one seed in the Western Conference. They are on a two-game losing streak. Lost to Houston the night before last, or 2 nights ago, and then lost to the Lakers as well. Do you and I bring this up, Ethan? Ethan, this topic is really for you, specifically because of what I saw in your story when they lost to the Lakers. I was like, oh yeah, we got to talk about this. But again, I'm not here to argue with nobody. Do you believe in
Listen, I'm
let's
here. I listen.
no
I want all the smoke. No, let
well
Ethan go first. Let him
okay,
make his
Ethan.
case, and then we'll go from there.
Let's talk about OKC, and I'm just gonna give you the tale of 1,000 years. Are they pretenders? What they say? What's the thing they say? Are they?
Are they contenders or
Oh yeah, that's right.
pretenders?
Are they
Pretenders or
contenders?
contender?
Okay, let me take all this out. All right, Ethan, are the Oklahoma City Thunder contenders or pretenders?
They're contenders.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. Go about your point, and just talk in light of the last two games where ESPN is saying that they're hot
If you
dog
look
water
at
and garbage, and
my thing for contenders is I think that they could make it to the conference final. I think that that's where I draw the line for where contenders are. So like the T
okay.
Wolves,
That's not what
no,
Oh no, no, go
that's what
ahead,
I'm
go
How
ahead.
saying.
can
So
No, go
like the
how
ahead.
T
can
Wait, no,
hold on,
no,
but
let him finish,
no,
let him
but your
finish.
whole
No,
no,
let him
let
finish.
him ask because I just want to clarify so that
but
he
Kyle,
knows.
his whole premise would be flawed if your idea of contendership is only the or only the
West.
conference
Yeah, it
championship.
has to be
Literally,
finals.
the
It's
the
finals.
fact of the contender, which means you can win the title, is the championship. Like if you don't think
Okay,
they can get to
so
finals,
do I need
then
to
you believe
explain
they're
it?
pretenders.
Do I need to explain it as like these are the teams that I think that are going to make it to the Western
Go
Conference
ahead,
Finals?
go
Is that
ahead,
what I need
go
to
ahead. Make
say it
make your
as?
point.
Like I just think that like they have the potential to make it that far. Like I feel like that's not my pick to go to the finals, and we'll get into that later. But I do think that they can make it to the Western Conference Finals. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
So I mean, if you make it that far, you are. I guess you'd be considered
I
contenders.
think
But
I
I
don't.
classify that as
Quite
like
I
literally
contenders.
don't think so. I quite literally don't think
well,
like, bro,
if
like
you
it's
make it
literally in
that
the
far,
name.
you're obviously one of the best teams in the league, making you a
Hey,
contender.
Caleb, if you don't think that the team can win a title, how are they a contender?
Kyle,
Yeah.
because
Like if you don't think like I'm talking about
So let
just
like
me get
by
this
personally,
straight.
like
process,
if you
it's
don't
by
personally,
process of elimination, Kyle.
So can I
Literally,
get this straight? So can I get this straight? So only
What
I
do
it's
you
should be
mean by
picking.
process of
So there's only
elimination?
one contender in
so.
each conference, is what I'm hearing.
Well,
okay,
no,
I don't know
no,
how you
I'm
just jumped.
Yes.
I don't know how you just jumped
No,
like
there.
that's
Listen,
cascade
listen. No,
to
no.
that
There's gonna
conclusion.
be. There's gonna be.
There's multiple
You
There
contenders in
should
just
both
be.
said that it's
conferences.
only one team that can make it
There
to the
should be.
finals. That's what you
There
just said
should
as a
be.
No,
There
contender.
I
should be. There
no
should
no
be in
I
the
did.
NBA.
I'm saying
There should be four. In my opinion, there should be four
But that's
No,
what
did
I'm
you
contenders.
not just say
saying.
Two,
that?
That's what I just said by process of elimination.
That's what
If
I
you make
just
it to the
said. I
conference
just
finals,
said
you're a
that.
but
contender.
that's not
To me,
No. But
no
if you say
no.
no, if
If
you're
your
saying
ceiling if your
you're,
ceiling is the
oh
that's
no,
what I'm
conference
saying. You're
no,
saying
I'm
championship,
not
they'll get
saying.
there, but they won't get
Okay, no,
past.
that's not what
yeah,
I'm
like
saying.
Ethan, you believe
That's
their
not what I'm
ceiling is the
saying.
conference
I'm just saying if they
championship.
make it
Well then
there.
let me
Yeah.
reword
Yeah,
it. That's how I would say it. But like that's basically the whole thing where Kyle just said one team. That didn't make no sense to me. I'm like, what do you mean
yeah,
one
we're gonna
team
have to
is a
run that back.
contender? That makes
If
no
I said
sense.
that, that's not what I meant. I'm saying they can be multiple
That's what you
contenders.
said.
Okay,
Okay,
and that's
so
not
yeah,
what I
so
meant.
I
I'm saying there could
classify
be
them.
multiple contenders
Yes,
I
in
so
think
both
the two
they're
conferences.
teams.
one.
Listen,
Yes.
I think there are four contenders in the NBA. The two teams that we think are going to make to the both respective conference finals, and then that those are the four contenders because either of those four teams can go to the championship and win. That's my opinion. So if you say that if they're contenders, but you don't think they will make it to the finals, then to me that's a
Is that
flawed
not fair to
premise
say?
because not in my opinion, but I could be
I
wrong.
feel
Hey,
I feel like
let's ask the people.
it's
Put it in the chat if you think what is a contender to you. Is it somebody that only has a ceiling of a conference championship, or is it someone that you feel that can actually go to the finals and win?
Yeah, I got to see you in the finals and holding up. Like I can see that. Like me personally, like okay, and well. I'm gonna keep that for the end
No,
as
just to
rapid
ask
fire.
everybody else what they think, and then
No,
we'll
no,
go.
no. Yeah, I was gonna give a specific example about a specific team, but Ethan, so
Oh,
you said they are contenders. Um, although you feel like their ceiling is the conference, the Western Conference Finals. Like you can't see them in the finals.
I what I've been watching as of late, with these teams, it's just every and y'all know how close it is. I know that they won it for they like 14 games up, whatever it is. I just think that with these additions to these other Western Conference teams, and we didn't see that last year, I'm just very curious to see what happens this year in the Western Conference in terms of who makes it because I don't know who y'all have the two team could. I don't even know if you
I
could
don't
pick two
know.
teams if I be other than the Thunder. I mean, who else is going to get there? There's so many that you could pick, right? So like,
I don't know. I feel
bro,
like we'll
like
see.
you could legitimately like people might not be high on the Rockets, but in my
That's a
opinion,
dark
you
horse
could
pick
pick
for
the
me.
Rockets. The Rockets can make anybody think. You could pick the Clippers, okay, because Kawhi has been healthy as of late, and has been.
Yeah, I'm
I'm just
not.
saying, if he stays healthy,
Now you're
and
pushing your luck.
Zubac,
All
Kyle,
right, Skip Bayless.
aren't you high on him?
Hey,
On
Anyway,
listen,
who? On who?
on Zubac,
if was a fifth, we all be drunk. I don't want to hear nothing about no if. If he stay
Zubac.
healthy, come on,
Zubac
man.
is an underrated big man, but what does he have to do with a finals run? What are you talking about?
He
I'm
thinks Zubac
listen.
gonna
All
come
I'm
in here and
saying
drop
is
a
that
30-point
The
triple
boy
double.
just name drop Zubac. Like
that's
what?
30,
Okay,
20,
no.
and
that's
20.
not true. That's I'm just saying that that team is playing well as of
Yes,
late.
they
That's all
are,
I'm saying. So
and I do not see them as
I
contenders. But real quick,
uh,
let's stay on topic. Caleb, are
uh,
the OKC Thunder contenders or
I
pretenders?
definitely think they're contenders. When you look at the roster construction from top to bottom, they have the most robust defense in the league. You obviously know who SGA is as a scorer. People say he's a free throw merchant, but he was a bucket before he was getting those calls, so I don't want to hear that. Like
what?
I you saying that, but the man was averaging
No,
twenty
no,
five
I didn't say
before
it. I didn't
before
say anything.
before
Go
he
ahead, go
was
ahead.
shit. Like before
Is
he
that
knew
what
his
is
shit.
that what Ethan
So
was saying?
I don't want to
He's
hear
a
that.
free throw
I don't
merchant.
want to hear that because the man, you can call him whatever you want.
Ethan, I
Kobe,
really feel. I
Kobe,
wish I had
Kobe drew
screenshotted your
fouls.
story
Mike drew fouls.
too,
LeBron,
I'm glad
every
you didn't.
superstar draws fouls. I
because
don't care
I
Listen,
who
feel
the
I
listen,
feel like it's a
superstar
complete
listen,
is.
180 from
listen.
what you just
In
said.
this era, in this era, one of the greatest scorers on this era, whether you hate him or like him,
James
is
Harden.
James Harden.
Exactly. Thank
James
you.
Yeah,
Harden shot more free throws than
he was
anybody
the
during
biggest free
that
throw
three
merchant
or
we
four
probably ever
year
He
seen.
almost
span.
had more free throw, as much free throw attempts as he had shot attempts.
So so so
2008
so you
shot. Yeah.
can't. The reason why they fouling is they can't stop you. That's the reason they fouling you. So I don't want to hear like, oh, all he does is shoot free
Again,
throws.
Ethan, I know you're making that
Anyway,
face, and yes, he will flop around, but does that make up the majority of his calls? We can. I'm not gonna argue. Go argue with somebody else. I ain't got
I'm
time
not
for
gonna
it.
argue it either. I mean, so
Are
it's up for
the
the people
Thunder
to look.
contenders or pretenders?
I think they're contenders. I hate when people say like, "Oh, you know what I've been seeing lately, bruh." Like, it's so annoying to me. Like, bro, it's an 82 game
That sounds
season.
like
When I look at a
Stephen A.
team,
Horace Smith. Oh
listen, you know what his name is, Stephen Smith. But anyway,
Yeah,
you
you
might
got it
have to
wrong,
bleep
Cal.
that out. But
no, what did he say?
uh,
Oh, media
I hate
whore.
when people, yeah, I hate when people say that
Oh,
because like it's an 82 game season, and then just ebbs and flows in a season. Like you're gonna win a couple games, you're gonna lose a couple games. Guys get
Hmm.
hurt, guys are resting. Now these days, well, City don't really rest guys because they're a pretty young team, but there's ebbs and flows in the season. It's a long season. We're coming down to the end of the season. I already got the number one seed wrapped up. I got home court advantage throughout the playoffs. Guys kind of relax. So you're gonna have a couple of these like bad losses. That is not indicative of who they are as a team, of what we've seen in the totality of the season. They got the MVP in the league, in my opinion. Even though Jokic is the best player in the world, this season, SGA, what he's done defensively, what he's done, scoring wise, he's got the number one team in his conference. He's clearly the MVP. So for me, they are definitely contenders.
All right, and I think they're contenders too. Like you said, Unc. I mean, listen, whether you believe a season can be a fluke, and I think a baller, like someone with knowledge, can fuel a fluke season versus one that isn't. Me being a homer and just I don't know that makes it like I can feel it, but our 20 2015 Hawks
15,
team that
2014,
won
2015.
60 games, all 5 All
But
Mm-hmm.
Stars. Like that's a
I
fluke
don't.
team, right? Like no one, like I
No,
didn't think I
no.
wouldn't consider. Huh?
I don't
I
think that was a
disagree.
fluke team.
Just
They just
because,
so happened to
listen,
run into LeBron.
hold on.
Like
Yeah,
I don't.
But
my
I didn't
thing
consider
is,
that
I
team
don't
contenders.
believe,
Like oh, go ahead, go ahead.
but I
But
don't
Kyle,
believe
if you look at that
you
season,
can
they had
believe
beat
that.
LeBron and them every single time in that regular season, and then once that
That's
playoff
why
came, they got
But
slammed.
Ethan,
that's why
again,
play.
maybe you was younger, definitely, but I know who Braun was. Okay, the East ran like like what Braun did to the East for that 10, 11 year run, bro. I knew he wasn't gonna like. I never thought we was making finals.
Listen,
I knew that at heart. Like I never. That's
But
why
hold
like
on, real
I.
quick. I just want
LeBron.
to
But
say
I don't want.
this:
But I don't want
like
to go too
fluke
far. I'm just making
seasons.
it. Oh, go ahead, go
Just
ahead.
really quick, fluke
Mhm.
seasons I don't believe in. You play the game is the games are too long.
Yeah.
Like you can have
Okay.
a fluke game like in the March Madness where it's a single elimination. You can have fluke games. A
Yeah.
whole if you go 82 games and you're number one seed, that's not a fluke season. Now
Right.
you might
But
not
yeah.
have the
Wrong word. Wrong
requisite
word.
you might not have the requisite experience to go deep into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that that means that your season was a fluke.
Yeah.
You had to go out and win those games.
So yeah,
So
we had a great season. So right, and let me not say the word fluke. We had a great
Yeah, I
season.
was gonna
Number
say I
one
wouldn't say that
uh
either.
team across the league. Again, the 5 All Stars, unprecedented type season in the NBA. But again, me as a Hawks fan, like I knew, like I felt like we were still a joke when we came to Braun and the Cavs. We went 6 with the Wizards. You know, Paul Pierce hitting game winners. Like I remember that playoff run. I'm like, bro, like bro, this team like is
I
wild. You know
remember
what I'm
that like
saying?
that was
And again,
yesterday.
not saying that the Thunder are anywhere like that, because I think the Thunder is they're a great team. And like Unc said, like the last 2 games, I hate like, oh, they're trending down. Like, dude, what does that mean, bro? Like please, okay. I think they're gonna make a decent playoff run. And again, Shea didn't play bad in the playoffs last year. It was the other guys who didn't play well in the playoffs last year. And I'm hoping, like, with another year under the belt, you
Oh, like
dominate
J
the
Dub
league
and
all
them.
season. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Right. Chet's here,
I hope.
healthy. Hopefully he stays healthy. That they can make a deeper playoff run. And again, y'all know how I feel about Chet, but listen, he's valuable to what he does well defensively. Pick and roll, like, but y'all still do know how I feel
I
about
think
him.
they got they had the number one seed without Chat. So
Yeah.
I don't
Oh
even
well.
think
Right. Right.
I
But
think he's
that's
just
what I'm
like
saying. His
Chat
addition.
Chat is just like the cherry on top of the sundae. Like that
Exactly.
I
with or without him, I think that they're going to go deep into the playoffs.